It is a cold rain coming down. It could be a wet and wild one here by the lakeshore as we join you from Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now Burrow not enamored with the formation. Instead, he'll signal for a timeout.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Higgins goes in motion right. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
A good run there off right tackle. In an old-school NFL football, the right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Back to Mixon on first down. They'll get this up to about the 44. You look at this Browns defense.
In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
2nd and 7.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Man open, that's Ja'Marr Chase complete.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. And they go play action now. Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a first down again.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting.
Touchdown! Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and goes the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already. another 1st and 10. Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The Browns at 3-4 on the year coming into play. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Watson, option left. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 49. Solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. They'll try again with Chubb. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it as we resume action.
Here's McPherson now to send it away.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Watson now to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
44 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Here we go.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line.
11. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack.
Martin Emerson.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Perfect guarantee they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he is caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Stop.
They go play action with Burrow. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here we go.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. In motion right goes Higgins.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Again, it's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
First down. Here's Burrow. He finds his target, Beckham. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
61 yards.
And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 28-0.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Bengals 28, Browns nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 20.
82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again is Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ballgame, obviously, coming here in the third quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Browns 7. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Higgins goes in motion right. Now a turn and a give to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here's Watson. Touchdown! A great effort there.
stakes get a bit closer.
A lot of times when you take a tight end in later rounds, you're doing it with a little bit of hope, some potential. But not so with this guy. They believe he can really make an impact in the red zone, and he definitely makes good on that faith right there.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Browns 14. Dustin Hopkins.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's Burrow. His throw incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He completes it to Beckham. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
The kick is
Extra
good.
point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
No, the owner is happy with that one.
There you go.
Forward action, Rob.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. Throwing on third down, Watson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Browns first down. First and 10.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Here's Watson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Eleven.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
First down,
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
They'll give it to Mixon. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. DJ Reader there on the tackle. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Back to throw, Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
It was Myles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Now it's Watson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb.
Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense